campaign story on the trail lots of times. But it's not the party of my grandparents anymore. It's just not. And we started out, and we started raising money, and in December of 2009, Congressman Tanner decided to retire. We had a primary with a couple of doctors who are friends of mine now, Dr. Kirkland, Dr. Flynn, most expensive primary in the country. And my goal was to stay under the radar. It didn't work out so well. $6.5 million was spent in this primary. But the goal today is still the same as it was back in August, July of 2009. I feel like that Nancy Pelosi and President Obama are taking our country in the wrong direction. I think that more government is not the answer. I think higher taxes are not the answer. I think more regulation is not the answer. I think the engine that powers our economy is small business, not the federal government. And it's pretty cut and dry, folks. I think we need business people in Congress. I think we need people that know what a balance sheet is, that know what it's like to make payroll, know what it's like to balance a budget. You know, we desperately need a balanced budget amendment in Congress. They need to be responsible for what they do, their actions. We need transparency and accountability up there, and we don't have any more. And we've got serious, serious issues to deal with. But it's amazing that common sense is such a valuable commodity in today's world. We've got the most educated people in the country, but they don't have any business sense or common sense whatsoever. And that's why I'm running. You know, I tell this a lot of times. As I said a few minutes ago, I love farming, I love frog jump, I love my family, but I love my kids more. That's why I'm doing this. I'm for term limits. I've decided, my wife and I have decided 12 years we're going to serve and come back home, finish our life in frog jump, farming. I don't want to be a career politician. I think we need a term limit reform. We've signed congressional pension reform. I'm going to keep my same health insurance that I have with Farm Bureau. I don't expect you guys to pay it. And we're going to move forward. You know, the Republicans in the 90s had control, and they blew it. They went crazy spending, no accountability whatsoever. We've got a chance to represent the people of the districts all over this country. We've got a chance to do what you want, or we're not going to be doing right. This is not Stephen Fincher being accountable to Washington Republicans or Washington Democrats. It's me being accountable to the people of the 8th District. That's what this is all about. Being a servant of the people of the 8th District and representing your values and listening to your concerns, meeting with your businesses, and you voicing your opinions and what things are affecting you as we go forward. I'm going to answer tonight as many questions as you have. It's been pretty hot lately, a lot of allegations against me, and I will explain some of those as we move forward. But again, Union University, thank you so much. A great school. You do great work here. My oldest son wants to go to school here. He goes to Trinity now outside of town here. A good friend of mine who goes to church with me, Emily, who was started in the back. You do a great work. And I appreciate your taking time tonight and letting me speak. And I'm ready to take questions. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. You know, that's a question that is on the minds of lots of people now. Stephen, how are you going to create jobs in this atmosphere? Excuse me. And folks and kids, until we change policy in Washington, until we change policymakers in Washington, we're not going to create jobs, manufacturing jobs again in this country. When you implement policy like the health